Can anyone hear me? Not sure. Okay. Can you hear me, Zoom? Okay. I'm not sure. I can hear you too. But you can... No, I can't hear you, Lynn. I only have your avatar photo, not me. Okay. But give me permission because I don't have any permissions here. So, greeting everyone. This is Aladin from Learning English Network, and today we are starting Spotlight on. I don't know. So, waiting lane 2K. Refresh your browser on 3 points. Welcome back.
Am I in the room?
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me?
I can
That
hear
was
you.
weird. Okay, you can hear me. Can anybody else out there in the ether, can you hear me? Can you hear me, mother? Oh my goodness, that was weird and freaky. Truly weird and freaky. So,
sometimes it happens. You have to refresh your browser.
Yeah, no, I just did that. I
Quickly.
did a complete hard refresh. Thank you, Lokesh. Thank you for that. When you see, by the way, Lokesh, this might be your first session here. I don't recognize the name. So let me just see. No, I don't recognize the email either. So when you see 111, it just means I can hear you. You'll find it across the network in all our sessions on Skype, in Google, etc., etc. So 111 means I can hear you. I'm a little worried about Zom and Shiny though. What's happened to Zom and Shiny? That's weird. So Zom, can you hear us?
Yes, you're still here.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good. Okay, so Zom's also
from Zom.
Yeah. I'm just going to check and see if we're streaming as well, because this is obviously we've got the yips today. I don't trust Google.
We are streaming.
We are streaming. Oh, thank you
Yes,
very
because
much.
they are hear us now. It's streaming. If there's any issues, they will have this message offline.
True. But I'm just checking if we're streaming to YouTube on the live stream. I had issues yesterday as well, so maybe we're streaming now on there as well. So I'll just close that down before I kill my computer. Yeah, I've got a few issues. Lokesh, yes, you can only see our avatars at the moment. Let me do a little screen share.
What happened?
I can't screen share. It's not allowing me to. So,
Really?
Aladin, could you try a screen share onto the Google Plus community page? Don't laugh at me, Zom. Zom, would you like to laugh at me in real time? We'll invite you in as a speaker. Are you able to screen share, Aladin?
Okay, wait a second. Screen share.
Same thing's happening to you, Aladin. That's weird. It's not letting us screen share at all. I'll have to report this to Webinar Jam. So we might have to have a session without any pretty pictures. Let's invite Aladin, refresh your browser. That should bring you back. Oh, he's left the room. No, just refresh. Okay, Aladin's back. Okay. It happened to you, didn't it, Aladin?
Yes, it happened.
Yeah. It just seems to kick us into our own little room and no screen sharing. So let's invite Zom in, see if we can really crash the system. Oh my goodness, what's going on now? Oh my goodness. It's now swipsy-swapsing between Aladin and myself. Aladin has rejoined the room. Aladin's left the room. Aladin has joined the room. Hello. Were you trying to screen share again? I think we'll have to give up on screen share. I know you don't like giving up. But sometimes we have to let the technology win. And what I'll do is I'll just share links. I mean, it's a link. You can look at it on another screen. It just makes the video a little bit boring. Is Shiny laughing as well, by the way? I haven't seen Shiny chat for a bit. So, oh, Zom's gone again. Zom, don't try and screen share. It's not working. Zom tried to screen share. Didn't you, Zom?
Yeah. I could try. I just wanted to try. That's too fun.
Weird. It's weird. I will share. I mean, I'm hoping this is streaming so that Webinar Jam can see what issue we're having. That for nobody to be able to screen share. One person, it might be connection issues, like I had yesterday. 3 people. Hey, Webinar Jam, we have a problem.
Your son? We're on it.
Okay, so last month, I couldn't quite remember. I've written down for April for Spotlight using Google Features. Google presentation, yeah. And I think it was something Aladin was going to talk us through Keep and what it does. Yeah. I don't know if he's remembered though. And I was going to look at a few of the Google features and I was going to show you on screen share, but we can't. So as Aladin gets together his ideas on how he can tell us about Keep without actually showing us, this will be a very good test of your communication skills, Aladin. I will just talk about how the network is using Google and how we're going to use a few of the features of Google in the future. Once Google actually gets back to me on why. Now, let me tell you a story. Google, if you're listening, because I believe you listen to everything. Pin your logos back, Google. A while ago, I tried to get Learn English Network a Google Education account. Okay, because I think we're educational. Just say yes. And we do everything for free. We are a non-profit. We are a not-for-profit, and we are registered as a not-for-profit in the UK. But of course, that's the UK. Google likes to play with Americans, I think. But anyway, so we're registered as a non-profit. We're fully audited every year. We've just had our accounts back for last year. So, it's not like we're doing it in some kind of underhand way or anything. And we've been doing it since 1999. Okay, I'm not an accredited university or college. It would be nice, but try and do that in the UK. I dare you, especially online. They don't get it. So they didn't pass my Google for Education account. They said, no, you can't have one. I thought, okay, fair enough. Bugger off. And I kind of forgot about it. I'll admit, I went, can't be doing with this. Well, too much fuss and so many forms to fill out. And then they go, no. The computer says no. Anyhow, they're now offering, as Aladin pointed out, they're now offering, what do they call it? Google something or other?
Keep.
Not Google Cloud. It's not just Google
No.
Keep, it's the whole suite, Google Suite. You see?
Google Suite. Yeah.
Yeah, Google Suite. And it's pretty reasonable. And I've cancelled our Join Me account because we're no longer using Join Me. Just because there's no control over who can speak, etc. It's a bit too difficult for people to find using codes, or people seem to get confused with the codes. I always thought it was easy, but people got lost and loads of questions and screaming, too stressy. So I thought, okay, let's kill the Join Me account, which freed up a little bit of money. We don't have much, but we have a bit that we put into little boxes for different things. I thought, let's see if we can get a Google account, just as a business account. It's not that expensive for one person. So I went through the process of applying. Guess what it came back with? You already have an account. Don't laugh. This is driving me crazy. I'm pulling my hair.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's incredible. So I thought, oh no. What did I try to join? It took me a while to figure it out. Oh, it might be the Google Education thing. So I found my old application. I even figured out what my old login was, went in, and there it is. But every time I try to do anything with it, it says, your free account has expired. Apply for a Google Education account. So I'm in this loop at the moment. And it did say, if you would like to contact us, contact us. So I sent a contact in. Do you know what they sent me? They sent me an application. So, can you hear this noise?
Yep.
That's me banging my head against the desk, okay?
Well, lucky us, Aladin, we are just playing GTT in our case.
I am in a little bit of a dilemma. So I can give you the concept of how we're going to try to use Google a bit more. As you already know, we've got the Google community. If this is news for you, you can join it there. Okay, that's our Google community. I hope that link works. And it's a nice community, and it's a very big community, but it's a community of lurkers. Okay, now not all of you are lurkers. Bubbly, you're not a lurker. Jameson is not a lurker. Learn English, Zom, you're not a lurker. Aladin, Glorian, I just want to say not everybody's a lurker. But when I looked at April as well, April will be very, very insulted to be called a lurker. So I'm just doing a quick scroll so I can take people out of the lurker terminology. Khalid, not a lurker. Somebody called Sepran, little bit lurky. Tends to just sort of wow English, bit lurky. Come on. I mean, I don't mind if you want to share your videos, but you could at least say something beyond a link. Like, here's my video that I made about baby food or English short stories for kids. We're not really a kid network, but what the heck, you know. I always think children's videos can be quite good fun to learn English. Richie, not a lurker. Papa, teach me English. Not too lurky. That's actually right. But that's how many have I done? About 10, 15? For the last, 10, yeah. Oh, and of course, Karen, Amatsu, not a lurker, definitely not. But really, that's the last week out of 17,039 so-called members. Now, what does that equate to in percentages? Very weird. So the other, I mean, I'll take 39 off to say 39 people, not lurkers, but I think I'm being generous. 17,000 people. Hello. What are you doing here? What do you want?
You know what is bothering me in this community?
Go on.
The people trying to post videos, but they are not speaking or they are not trying to speak. They put those
I see
machine
with music as a background.
Not a music, not only the music. They trying to let the computer reading the text.
Oh,
for
the
the whole
yeah,
videos. Yeah, the last
oh,
one I
right.
banned him yesterday. I
I
sent it to
gathered.
him.
Yes, thanks for
Yeah,
that. Okay, so
you
here's
trying
the
to?
rule, guys.
What the
You
heck?
found you've
What is
been
that?
banned. Blame Aladin.
Yeah, I am the banding here.
Zom hasn't
A
understood. That's
bander.
probably because I keep interrupting. Aladin, explain to Zom what you mean by computer.
Um, you trying, for example, to let Siri speaking on your text. You have a text, you have a story. Instead of you recording it with your voice, no, you let this
Machine.
text machine
Okay. Yeah.
reading it. So it's called like I haven't understand until it's done.
Can't do that again.
Why I have to listen to the machine on the video? So I banned.
Well, I know why. Okay, and
What
I'm
was the reason
I'm
behind
a
that?
little I'm a little kinder than Aladin sometimes. Aladin bans people because they annoy him.
Well,
Not
if you
annoying
want the
him.
boss,
Okay, what is the
the
reason?
want the
What is
bossy.
the reason? I'm asking you. Is that help anyone or not? It's
Okay,
not
I
helping
know.
me.
No,
No,
I
it's
know
not
the
helping
reason.
anyone.
The person often when people do that, the person who's making the video isn't a native speaker themselves.
True.
And
So
they
it makes
don't
sense.
want the hassle of people going, learn to speak English, or, oh, you've got an accent, or, because people can be horrible, especially on
Yeah.
YouTube. I mean, oh my goodness, YouTube, it's like the Wild West still. People are getting a bit more civilized on other platforms, but on YouTube, oh no. And
Aladin,
so
I've got
they
some
are
news.
using these things. Now, what they hang on, sorry, Zom. If I'd like to just say, if anybody is listening this and they're doing that, do be careful. Depending on the country you live in, using voice, and now what's it called? Text to voice software. It's very heavily licensed. I mean, this stuff costs a fortune, believe me. So if you haven't paid a license to use this in a text to voice license, normally licensed to somebody like AT&T, you could come into issues with copyright. And I'm not joking. These people can be really nasty. Now, there are a few text to voice open source things out there, really clunky and awkward to use, and the voices aren't very good. But if you are using Siri and things like that, you might get Apple on your back. So do be careful. It's we do have text to voice on English Magazine, because I am not going to read every
That's
article on
great.
English Magazine out loud. No way. But it's
Aladin, are you
licensed.
going to ban her?
It's licensed.
No,
Licensed, Aladin.
but
Don't ban me.
if she trying to recording this,
If I record it into a video, Zom, I think I'm banned.
Oh gosh.
But no, this reads it in real time. It's a piece of software that sits in the back end and uses a licensed piece of software that we pay for. Okay, and it's just so that people can check. I mean, you can check whole sections of it. You can check the whole. And I always say it might be slightly off. It's a machine. Okay. The other things, I don't put videos up often that use that, but I sometimes do. If you look at some of my older videos, before they locked it down, I used a lovely piece of software, and I think they basically got taken down because of the use of the license of voice to speech. But some of them, where it needs a male voice, I can't do a male voice very easily. So
That's not a male voice.
I know. I can't do, and I just can't do it. I'm a girl. I'm a lady. So I do sometimes use, but again, I pay, and you literally pay word for word. You pay word, but if it's just a little short piece of, oh yeah, ouch. Honestly, if you want to make a fortune, develop something that does this better and for free. Well, mind you, if it's for free, you won't make a fortune. But if you want to be popular, develop something better for free. So yeah, I understand why people are doing that, but I kind of with you, Aladin, that it doesn't bring much to the table. It doesn't offer much to people who want to learn English, especially as the voice can mispronounce many words, and the inflection isn't there, and the tone isn't there. But that's why they're doing it, Aladin. They're not they're probably either not native speakers or they're just not confident enough to record their own voice. Some people really don't like the sound of their own voice.
Why they call them learning English, blah, blah, blah?
Because they want people to watch the videos.
They said most of them, it's English spoken learning videos, for example, or testing.
If you want to
Speaking
like
English,
that,
speaking
it's
like a
fine.
machine. I am a machine.
Well, I
Speaking like a machine. Yes, I got that point now.
You are not
Zom's going to
nice.
defend. Go on, Zom.
Yes, you are not nice, because if some non-native speaker, they are not native speakers, and they are teaching English in their country or little community or little area, you don't know the context, and they are exploring, they are experimenting, and they don't know exactly where they are heading to. Well, I think that it's having the community to allow this kind of people, to give them a chance to try, is great. I know that from the point of view of the learner, it might be not good, but might be a way for them to learn and to experiment. So maybe it's not the purpose of the community, and I can understand that. But I thought it was part of the spirit as well, to let some people experiment with it, even if some are really abusing it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, this is Aladin gets annoyed by it. And when he banned this one, I looked at the guy's account, and to be honest, he is kind of spamming as well. So he's putting videos on lots and lots of different communities. And that is a bit naughty, because really doing this in a community or doing this online, it's about engaging. To me, it's not about just dumping a load of stuff and running away. It's about engaging with people, especially when they get replies and they don't reply. They get comments and they don't reply. That's just rude. Okay, there's one of them. Lokesh is asking, can I ask questions here? Lokesh, yes, but you need to mark it as a question. Okay, and you can do that where you type your message. There's a little drop down, and you can actually mark it as a question. Okay, that's easier for us to see that it's a question, and then we can mark it as answered like that. Okay. I agree, Aladin, it doesn't bring much to the party, but I also agree with Zom that if people are playing, what the heck, it's the not interacting. It's the just dumping loads of stuff and running away. I don't like that. Now, Zom has asked a question, not marked it as a question, but isn't the G Plus community also for other English teachers to promote their stuff? Yes, if they also interact with the community, not just to dump and run. I don't mind other English teachers even coming and offering lessons. I don't offer lessons as such. I have the lessons that people can do, like a MOOC. It's very open. And it's online all the time, 24/7. I'm not. And if other teachers want to say, I teach English, contact me for prices. Here's some grammar. Here's some vocabulary. They give stuff and they want to, but interact. Don't just come in and put your video on 69 million other learning English communities, because I won't believe that you're actually wanting to help people. You just want views on your YouTube account. You just want followers. Why would people want followers? We've got 17,000 members. That attracts people as well, Zom. What people don't realise is we've got 17,000 lurkers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Aladin's crashed. Okay, Lokesh, are you all guys? Well, we're not all guys, you might have noticed. Are you all from the same country? Okay, well, I'm from the UK and I live in Germany. Zom, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm from France, and at the moment I live in France.
Okay, Aladin, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm from Egypt. I'm living in Egypt, Cairo.
Yeah. No, your answer is no, we're not all from the same country. You should definitely be able to tell from our accents.
True, different accents. Totally different.
But the country we share is the World Wide Web. Exactly. We're all from the same internet. Where are you from? I'm from the internet. Welcome back, by the way, Aladin. Did you try and screen share again?
Yeah, never give up.
I love it. I like your tenacity.
So I've got a
So
question.
yes, you're from India. Excellent. Welcome. Welcome. Now we've got Asia, we've got Europe, we've got Africa. Excellent. We just need America. Any Americans out there?
And Oceania as well.
Yeah, indeed. Any Eskimos? We should go top, bottom, east, west, north, south.
I've got a question linked to the J+ community.
Okay.
I'm uploading video sometimes. They are just short films. There is no
Lovely.
English. Well, listening to you guys, what you were talking about, I shouldn't do that actually, because
they're not. You know, it's about. It's a little bit about one where you upload them to as well. By the way, you always upload to the right part of the community, films and videos. I know also that you're a learner. Okay, you practically could be a teacher, but you refuse. And yes, you're uploading, but they're not yours. They're not your videos as such. So they add something to the community, and they certainly should have people talking about them. That's why I always try to reply and respond. And I loved the alike one. I thought that was great. But I'm still convinced that the father would have turned blue with happiness when his son wrote the ABC out.
Well, it's about creativity, so they wanted to give a touch that is a little bit, well...
Yes, I know.
Opening.
But
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Parents, you know, no way. Go, yeah, go on, play your violin under the tree in the middle of the park for spare change. It's not going to make any father happy. Be a doctor. Be a doctor. Be a lawyer. Not be a violinist. Okay, right. Like, no money in it. But anyhow, so yeah, engagement in the community is very low. But then maybe that's good, because how many communities do I really want to run? But those of you who are engaging, I do enjoy it. I do look at everything. I mean, it's a bit of a stream.
What?
Yeah. Well, it comes up on my stream always. So as soon as you post something, if I'm on my computer, I get notified.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you are lurking.
I'm like that. Yeah, I'm a lurker too. I'm like that David Bowie character in The Man Who Fell to Earth. If I could have a whole wall of monitors, I would. I've only got 2 and a telly in the corner of the office. If I could have a whole wall of monitors, I'd watch everything.
All screens. And you can imagine the curtain at night because they're all smart. Good night.
Yeah, that's it. The shutters. Remember, we don't have curtains.
Shutters.
Yeah, the shutters, all automatic.
So how would you like the community to evolve? Because even when we get involved, some people, there are a lot of people who are there, like on the forum, they are more, okay, they don't get involved, but they are taking something out of it. They come across materials, they can get some inspiration for their own homework or something like this.
I'd just like to tell us more about what they enjoy, what they don't, more than just a click on like and plus. It's meaningless. If you could learn English through clicking, we'd all be doing it. I'd like more feedback from members on, yes, I like that, or can we have more of this? Can we have less of that?
But it works. You've got 2 community.
More
LEN,
than 2.
Yeah, more than 2. I'm just talking about the 2 I know then. One, the owner is LEN as such. And on this community, LEN upload stuff linked to lessons, to sessions run by the network. The J+ community is quite different from that. So what are the difference between the 2? And
what do you mean?
On the LEN, there are not so many people, there are even less people to me getting involved in the LEN community, except the people from some people from the forum or who have been around the LEN network for a long time, the old timers. Otherwise,
okay. When you say 2 communities, do you mean on G+?
Yeah, on G plus. I'm talking about the G plus communities.
Okay, there's only one LEN community on G+. There's also an LEN page, but that's not a community. That's
Ah,
like a
it's not a community; it's a
no
page.
page.
I,
It's a
I
page.
don't tell the difference. Honestly, I don't tell the difference in between the two.
You
Okay,
can
well,
post there, for example, on the page.
you can reply to posts on the page, but you can't post anything on the page unless I let you. Okay.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yes, that
Okay.
page is
Your page,
where
like
I put.
any Lambda user creating having his their own page. All right, okay,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
okay.
it's a business page because it's for the network, but it is only a page. It's not a community. The community is the one that says "For the Love of English" LEO network with 17,000 members. The other one, which is the page, you'll see it says followers. Okay,
Okay, all right, got it.
that's the main difference. That's the main difference. And yeah, I mean, what's the page for? Well, that's me. That's how people should try to promote their stuff rather than going into communities. Okay, they should have their own page, and they should post their stuff to that page and share stuff to that page, and then it's clear
Mm,
it's a page, and you can follow it if you want to or not.
yeah, but it doesn't work for them as it's not so efficient. I mean, for example, I set up a page, my
Mm-hmm.
page as and I've got followers on my page. I don't want followers, but I've got followers on my page because I post on the community. So it's tricky. So I can understand.
That's why Popel. That's why Popel pieced. No, that's why people post. I've got problems with my worms today. That's why people post into the community to try and get followers. Okay. Now,
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's why you post, as you say. You're like me. Followers? Why are you following me? I don't know where I'm going. But if you notice, on the community, I wish I could screen share. On the community, it says 17,039 members, and on the page, it says 19,035 followers. Okay,
yeah, all right, okay, got it.
and it's a profile of the Learn English Network. Okay,
Yeah,
it's our place in the, and I do share more there sometimes than to the community, and sometimes
yeah,
I share there and then I share to the community. It depends on how much time I have, but anybody who's a member of the community can then start sharing. And some people are using it as 17,000 members. They might want to follow me on my page or in my
mm-mm.
profile. Because remember, you also have as a person. So in some ways, I'm on Google Plus 3 times. I'm on there as a
Yeah,
person, me, then Lynne Hand. I'm on there as Learn English Network as a page, and Learn English Network has a community. So if you take it from the person, me, to the page, Learn English Network, to the community, to me, the community should be it's community. Well, I've even got on the About
yeah,
community the condition of sharing or having certain attitudes and interests in common. And I'm not convinced that everybody who joins the community and just dumps stuff has any interest in common. They're just trying to get followers. And
mm.
that kind of annoys me. Okay. Because I'm like,
So what
why?
does it mean? Does it mean that you would like to shut down the community because it doesn't fit the purpose, the orientation you would like to give to it?
No, because there are enough people using it in the way I envisage that, okay, only about 30, but those people enjoy it. I mean, Bubbly likes going in and doing her artistic stuff for the network, and the name what she did this time, petrichor, the
Yeah,
smell that frequently
vocabulary.
accompanies the first grade. Yeah, and she likes doing that, and that's how I envisage the community working. That people would share stuff they like, not share stuff just for the fact of getting
Yeah,
views or
using that
buses
they
or
know to experiment a little bit and doing it in English
yeah,
and yeah.
yeah, yeah, being creative, and for teachers as well, but teachers who are interested in more than just follow me kind of stuff. I mean, I've shared some teacher stuff because I really appreciate the work they've put into it and I like it. And other stuff I don't share because I'm like, oh, it's been done so many times before. Why are you doing it?
Yeah, okay.
So, and stuff that's got nothing to do with learning English. It's just funny. I love sharing that stuff. So it's a difficult one. Okay, Lakesh says there are plenty of videos saying speak English fluently. Yes, Lakesh. Plenty.
No, sorry. It's say we talked about this. He thought I send the link for this page. It's help him to speaking English, and I'm trying to explain that's not kind of help. It's and he asked me why. It's because it's contained a machine voice, not a human.
Well, not only that, it won't help you learn to speak because it's not interacting with you. Okay, that's the thing. I've just scrolled down a bit, and Lokesh asked, how can I improve my English? So I'm going to do what everybody else in the world does here. I'm going to send you a link. Lokesh, that's how to improve your English. But first you have to find the way that works for you.
Don't believe her.
No...
This is not a way. This is just a page you're going to read. It's not going to make you speak.
No, but it might lead you into, okay, that works for me, that doesn't work for me. Okay. The thing is, you're an individual. I don't know you well enough yet to say how you can use things or how you can learn to speak English fluently or more confidently. Forget fluency. Build your confidence first. Fluency comes later after lots of practice. And that's practice and feedback. So watching a video, yes, you will learn some vocabulary. You might learn some ways of structuring sentences. But if you do not take that and then use it, you might as well not bother. I've not met anybody yet who's just watched videos and learnt to speak English fluently, because
No, you can't.
you have to start speaking first. And then you realize, okay, I'm making mistakes. And then you get feedback and then you improve and then you can learn to speak English fluently. And then you can say, I learnt by watching videos only. That's how it feels, but that's not how it works. Okay. Unless you've got a very savant brain, and they're few and far between. Okay. So Lokesh, yes, the English video page, be careful where you get your videos from, but it's all good, even if you learn a bit of non-standard English, but really speak English fluently on a video, learn English, learn a lot of English, build your vocabulary using books, using videos, using radio, listen, read, and that's fine. But if you then don't write and speak, you're not actually being creative. You're not actually helping your brain to compartmentalize the English that you've learned in a correct and sort it out in the mess that it is in your brain, unless you start actually being active. And Aladin's right. You are learning English here by being active, by asking questions and by posting, by writing. And the next step you need to take, Lokesh, is start speaking.
Difference you make between being creative and being active. For me, being active and participating, getting involved, is being active. It's not being creative. It's something different, being creative. What do you mean by being creative?
Well, I think to start with, you need to be active, but you also need to be creative in that in order to speak, in order to write, you have to create. Even if you're only repeating what you've heard, that is a sort of creation, if you like. Nobody else has done that in your voice or using your pen or your typewriter.
An interpretation to me.
Some parts of learning English are repetition.
That's
I'm afraid.
Repetition.
But once you've repeated enough, then you get bored with that. You start to create. Okay, what happens if I move that word and stick it there? Does it make the same? I was doing that yesterday in German, in my German lesson. I was asking the teacher, and yes, there is a teacher. It's very boring, but no, it's not boring. It's nice, but it's. But I was able. It's the nice thing about having a live person there is you can ask, okay, if I write it this way, is it still correct? Because that's something you don't know. You don't have a feel for as a learner. Can I write this sentence in a different way? This is how I've read it. Okay, this is how it's written. What if I move that verb to the front or the back or the middle? Does it still make sense? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's where you need the feedback. So Lakesh is saying, I started reading books currently, reading my second book. Good for you. Well, we read books every week in Kitely. We read books together. And sometimes that's where the community kind of thing comes in. Because sometimes reading a book is fun on your own. And then other times it's more fun to read it with other people. And you can actually talk about the book and discuss it. Although most people just read it and forget it. You know, it's true. On Mondays, yes, on Mondays. Yeah, interpretation is a kind of creativity. We are creative people. Even the most hidebound, stick in the mud kind of person still is a little human, creative human inside them wanting to break out.
So they want to turn blue. Yellow, orange, or have their own color.
Normally restrained by fear of not being able to eat tomorrow or getting cold tonight.
There is something I would like to point out, though, is that, for example, you shared, Lynne shared a quote about punctuation. That's people are too creative using punctuation.
It's a quote.
That's a quote. I just remember that. I don't know exactly the context. It's a quote, and there is a description on the side.
Yeah.
More explanation. So for me, taking some liberty, it seems like it's not really allowed. You have first to be disciplined and follow the rules and the right. You ought to do like this, and once you master it, I'm exaggerating, but once you master it, you can start to be creative. So if people as beginners or trying to speak and so on follow this kind of concept that we hear everywhere again and again and again about everything, it's quite normal that in the end, the creativity disappear totally, or we are not just even try, because someone is going to tell us more than one people are going to tell us start first.
That's where the feedback has to come in, though. That's where I say, it's no good just talking to yourself all the time. Talking to yourself is great in the mirror, but you can't give yourself feedback. So when you start, this was Ernest Hemingway who said this, by the way, so I can distance myself from it, and you can't accuse me. You just go and have a word with Mr. Hemingway.
I don't accuse anybody. It's just part of the stuff I see. I don't comment on that.
But he's got a point in that before you can start being creative with punctuation, meaning is more important when you're communicating, to get the meaning across. And for that, I was trying to say punctuation is still important, even though people are disregarding it all over the internet, because sometimes the meaning is lost when you don't have the right punctuation. Not always. Sometimes it doesn't matter. You can leave it out. But other times, you've only got to look at the let's eat grandma example. Yeah, let's eat grandma, or let's eat grandma. You do
both. Depend on the grandma.
Zom's accent is really hard to understand for me. Yeah, me too, Lakesh, me too. Can't understand the words she's saying most of the time.
Well,
look, that comes with practice.
Tokologs means nothing.
Zom's got a fantastic accent, okay? Beautiful French accent. And I'm afraid that 50% of the problem is your hearing, okay? You need to attune yourself to her accent. Her English is super good, okay? Really good. But it's about having only listened to probably plummy-voiced English listening materials won't help you understand the majority of non-native speaker people out there who speak English perfectly well with a slight accent, and it is only slight, Zom. But yes, you need to tune your ears in. Aladin, you said, I want to ask a question. Okay, go on. What's your question?
Okay, it's about, because we are talking about Google features here, have you tried to see this page of products on Google? Because I saw something there.
Have you got a link? Okay.
Ask you about it. It's called Classroom. Google Classroom. What is that? Have you tried
that's
before?
about Google Education. They won't let me play.
This one you're talking about.
It was part of the Google apps. Now, that said, I think you can start using them with the Google. If I can ever get hold of the Google, I'm not going to have Google Home, by the way. I'm not going to do that. You won't be able to speak to Google
Okay.
Home and speak to me.
You see
But
it?
yes, a lot of
It's
these are
Google
actually built
Classroom.
into Google Business, this Google, which if I can get hold of, then I'll be able to see what we can play with. Okay, that's the idea, to bring in more of these things. But at the moment, I'm blocked by having tried to get Google Education. Okay.
So as long as you don't have an account that is recognized by Google to use the educational features, you can't create another account. You can't have a business account. You can't have an education account.
Nope. Nothing.
So no, okay, she doesn't work for Google. She can't do anything with Google.
Pretty much.
All right. But it's funny because in your sessions, Talk to the Hand or TGIF, you make a lot of presentation. You use Google features available around there.
I use Google Drive. Yes.
Google Drive to store the
Do
stuff.
I work in Google? Oof. No, I couldn't work. Actually, that would be, do you work at Google or do you work for Google? No. Sometimes it feels like I do, but no, I don't get their wage package or their nice benefits. No holiday pay, no sickness pay, nothing. I don't even get a commission for going Google.
Well, I've got an idea then. You can try to be hired by Google and part of their creative teams and set up the Learn English network affiliated to Google.
Yeah, this is what Aladin just showed. Well, it doesn't look like they'd be interested because they won't even let me have an education account. So Google Classroom is part of the G Suite for Education, which is what they refused me. Okay, it would be great, wouldn't it? But then again, probably what they're looking for is schools with
certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kiddies.
And I don't teach kiddies. The kiddies scare me. Okay, kiddies are scary. So as you know, we're aimed at over 18s really, even though we don't do anything rude or naughty and we don't allow even swearing. Sometimes it's like I know, but the Google Classroom, unfortunately, no, they wouldn't let me. It says here, please make sure that you are logged in with your G Suite for Education account. Okay. And it would be lovely. But then again, you know, would they accept a Google Education account with 17,000 students? Probably not. So they're looking at schools and colleges and universities.
Okay.
Formal education.
Something that is structured and
limited by number as well.
Yeah.
University of Life doesn't seem to count. No, I haven't been able to try it, Aladin. I couldn't even get in. They won't let me play.
She can't get an account.
Can't get an account. I'm not an accredited educational institution, and I don't want to be institutional.
Yes, I got it. I got
Yeah.
it. That's right.
You've got
Now,
it.
I could, if I had the time and the money, apply to become such an entity. It is possible in the UK to set up an educational academy. And if you've got enough parents and students together, I could probably go, if I went back to England, I could probably do that. I do know some educational institutions
But
like the self-managed learning college. I could go to them and say, right, let's do this. And they'd probably do it, but I'm not in England. So I wouldn't want to do it in Germany. Oh my goodness, Germany's just nightmare of paperwork. And in England, I could probably do it because I've got the connections in England, but not whilst I'm living in Germany. No way. So I'm kind of stuck. Thanks, Google.
If you could, you would gather a different kind of flock.
I don't want a flock.
I mean, people like me would probably not be around if you had this kind of
No, I
education
do it. I would do
account.
it indifferently. I would do it differently. I would. You know me. I believe in disruptive approach to this technology. So I would use the technology, but I'd use it to do the sort of thing I want to do, not the sort of thing an educational institution would do.
Thought about the
There's
people.
enough of those out there. I'd like to do something different with it, but they won't let me play.
All right. Okay. You're stuck.
Yeah, Aladin, that's it. I am stuck. Yeah, on that, I'm stuck. But, look at the webinar jam. Okay, it's not working perfectly today, but it's meant to be for marketers to sell you stuff. I'm not using it like that. Look at the video pal, the little lady who comes out. She's going to crop up in the new lessons. That's meant to be to sell you stuff. I'm not using it to sell stuff.
Well, we are happy she doesn't crop up too many times, actually, because you are
I
using.
did stop her from doing that every time. Come on, admit it. I got that working.
Yeah, well done on that.
Well done. You made it.
Well done, you made it. Now what? Oh gosh.
Now what?
But the good thing, at least on the mobile phone, at least on the mobile phone, and well, I agree. But anyway, it speaks automatically only if you are on a laptop. People on a mobile phone or on a tablet, it will be muted.
Yeah,
and you will have to unmute it.
Yeah, and once you log in, she's gone. That's the main thing.
That's it.
If you don't know, Lokesh, if you don't know what we're talking about, just go to the Learn English forum, and you'll suddenly get a visit in the top right corner.
You made it. Now what?
Now what?
Now what? Well, thank
At least
you.
she doesn't say so what.
I was just passing by.
I actually like
going.
her. There's going to be more of them, but as I say, on the lessons, because the lessons are slightly different to the network, and she might pop up a few times on once I've got the voice threads fixed. The voice threads are a bit broken at the moment because of the HTTPS stuff. But once I've got the voice threads fixed, I might have her just poking people to say, "Come on, have a go. Don't just listen." Get involved.
Yes. Play with the tongue twisters.
Excellent, Lokesh. Have you used the same name, Lokesh? Are you Lokesh on the forum as well? Because remember, I have quite a few names in my head and I can't remember them all. I'm just logging in now. Houston, we have a problem. I've got Saral. LKH. Have you really sent me a message? I can't remember it.
LKH, April 6th, new member introduction.
Okay.
One comment. One comment.
Okay, look, Lokesh. Yes, okay, I've got you. Sent me a message. You see, when you say to me, I sent you a message, I think of private message, which is sent in so other people can't read, not public information. So, okay, you'll need to be a bit more active to get into. As you can see, you can come into these sessions as a member of the forum or not. Doesn't matter. Okay, but to get into Skype, you need to be an active member. That means you need 2 stars. Now, that's another little bit of information I wanted to share today. Now, Zom, you quite rightly pointed out when it comes to Google, I am using Google presentation software. To, I think, quite good effect. I'm enjoying it anyway. I'm enjoying the fact it structures what I want, especially for the absolute beginners. I'm using what they call Google Presenter, okay? And that's on Google Drive. Now, if I can get this Google account, that means I'll be able to share those things with the community. And I'll be able to create more because there's more as quite a limit on Google Drive as to what you can use. And if you can get one of these Google accounts, it increases that limit and also allows better sharing and embedding.
Okay. So the different Google application can interoperate in between each other only if you've got this specific account. Otherwise, there are some kind of limitations.
Mostly on space. I mean,
mostly on space.
Yeah, Google Drive communicates quite well with each other. Sometimes not so well. If I could show you on screen share, I'd show you what can happen on Google Presenter. It's weird. You create a lovely slide. It looks beautiful. Then you present it and it's completely balked.
Okay.
So there are limits on what it can do. But yes, that's one of the reasons I want the account, is so I can increase my limitations in order to be able to share more easily as well. Okay. But that's, as I say, a little bit of what the Germans would call Zukunftsmusik. That's for the future, when I've sorted out this problem I've got. Yeah, it's by La La at the moment. La la la. Okay, so I sent a reply also. Okay, where are you then? I can't find you, LKH. I sent
That's
you a
funny
reply
because
yeah. Are
if
you
there
sure
is
it wasn't just in the... I think it must be just in that thread. Okay. If you click on my name next to the reply, Lokesh, okay, then you'll be able to see message. Okay, and that's what I call a message. Otherwise, it's just a post. Okay, and there's a difference between messages and posts. Posts can be read by anybody. Messages come to my account and nobody else can read them unless I add somebody into the conversation. But it's actually a better idea if you're sharing personal information like your Skype name, your Skype ID. It's best to use it in a private message. Okay.
Look, H, did you join only yesterday the forum? Are you the one who has just joined the forum yesterday and write in the new member introduction thread?
Okay, you joined yesterday. Okay, you just need to be active inside the forum a little bit more, and it's a sort of a mixture of time and posts and points. And when you reach that formula, it's a bit secret. People get annoyed with me by keeping it secret, but I don't want people just doing what they used to do. Joining and then not interacting at all. So yes, I can see one post and you've got 1 star next to your name. You need 2 stars to join the Skype sessions, but you're more than welcome to come to any webinar sessions, any Kitely sessions. It's only Skype, with Skype being the way it is. It's a slight limitation I put on it.
You said as well that you are an absolute beginner in your profile. So if you really are an absolute beginner, maybe you could try the absolute beginner group and the webinar jam session for the beginner group. It will help to understand, I think, how it works better to get you started.
He's actually joined. In fact, I'm saying he, but I'm not sure. Has joined it. You've just got your acceptance to the absolute beginners group. Okay.
Excellent.
I try to make sure that people only join absolute beginners.
You landed yesterday, so you are doing very well here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The exploration and try things out. Well done.
And only absolute beginners are allowed to join the absolute beginners group. Now, when I say that, of course, it means only people who've put on their profile that they're elementary or absolute beginners.
You delete location on your profile is what it says. So I didn't want to say that you are an absolute beginner. I just wanted to point out it's how you described yourself when it comes to your English.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can only go by that until I get to know people. So, for example, Mohit Singh has asked to join, and I've accepted it. And then I've suddenly realised who Mohit Singh is. So, Mohit, I'm sorry, you've been removed. You're not a beginner.
Definitely not. He isn't.
So, on his profile, he's got intermediate. The absolute beginners group it does what it says on the label. Now, as you're here, Lokesh, that's part of the issue you've got. As I say, fluency. You might think fluency will make me confident. You won't achieve fluency until you achieve confidence. So try to boost your confidence. Try to realize that when you're using your English, you're going to learn, and you have to be a little bit childlike. as you were as a child learning your native language, you did not worry about, I'm going to make a mistake. You worried about, I want this, and to get this, I have to say that. And that's what you need to do. I want to be fluent. To become fluent, I need to use my English. Use it with confidence. In the Learn English Network, we will try to help you build your confidence by having fun, not taking it too seriously, as you would as a child, playing, having a laugh. Some
But be
people
careful with
say
the full
that's not
stop.
very good. Yeah, watch the punctuation, that's all. And so in order to start doing that, we've got now, let me see, the Absolute Beginners group is pretty new. And what have we got? We have got, how many members? About 20 members. Okay, none of them have said hello.
Wow.
I know. So I've got to think, beginners say hello here. One view,
Yeah. You need
0
to
comments.
a queue. They need a queue for just to be invited to say hello, please. Say
This is
hello.
part of the issue of being a beginner. Don't wait for permission. You're an adult now. So there's your homework, Lokesh. Okay. Your homework is to go. You're a member of the group now. Go there. I know you've already said hello in the new members section, but this is the absolute beginners section. So say hello there and see what happens. Okay.
That's your community small group.
The playground. It's the absolute beginners playground.
Playground. Yeah, it's great. It's how I started. When it's a small playground with people with at the same level, it gives more freedom and more courage to try things. Because when you are mixed up with, it's good as well, but with all the levels and some expert in the field as well, and you are a little bit lost. So sometimes it's good just to go back to feel secure in a smaller group with people at the same level or as you are. That's for sure.
And now I'm going to have to say to Lokesh, yes, you did indeed send me a message. I've just found it. Hi, I'm Lokesh. Okay, so, and is that how you found out you could join this session? Because I've changed the wording of the, no, you can't join Skype yet, into a, you can do this first and then you can join Skype. Okay, Aladin has crashed, or he was trying to share again. Aladin, you're not trying to share your screen again, are you?
Well,
Okay,
I think
so
it's done for this session to share the screen. It's
oh
linked
yeah,
to the
absolutely.
cache and the session, and so it's no use, Aladin. It will be for another session, another webinar session.
Lokesh, don't tell me you're not an absolute beginner, otherwise I'll chuck you out of the group. We'll see what we can do. When I speak to you, I will assess you and see if you belong there or not. Okay, but yes, Skype will help you because there's other sessions that happen on Skype as well. But don't forget these sessions, because here, these are the only sessions I run. Okay, the other sessions are run by other people. They're lovely. Natasha's lovely. Marianne's lovely. And the students who run the English Speaking Club, absolutely lovely. And that's every day with your peers. I think learning from your peers is so important. And yes, it will help you, Lokesh, with your ability to understand different accents as well. You need to train your ear to not just understand received pronunciation or teacher English, as I call it. It's very different to normal English.
Well, you can understand Aladin quite well, I think. So it's not just about teachers or received pronunciation location. I think it's the variation between one country to the other.
Yeah. Vive la différence, I say.
Vive la différence. Exactly. Love it too.
So the Google... Oh, Aladin, welcome back. Yay.
Yeah, sorry.
You didn't try to share, did you?
No.
Okay.
This time it's happened.
It was just, okay, that's what we were wondering. Oh, I hope he's not trying again, because I know you're very tenacious. You don't give up. So that's the idea of Google Plus, how we're going to use it. Now, Google Keep, Aladin, have you formed some stuff have you got a link? And can you show me how I could use that, Google Keep? Because I still haven't used it. I still keep taking screenshots of things using my.
No, it's very good. It's helped me a lot for
How
session.
do
Now
you
I'm
use
using
it?
it for sessions. I
How
want
do
to
you
share a
use it?
screen. Can I try
No, it's not going to work. Aladin, it's not going to work.
for the last
I'm
time?
on. I'm on Google Keep. Keepgoogle.com. Yeah.
Yeah, keep.google.com. Yes. So you
There
can,
I am. Well,
if you
talk me
look,
through it.
yeah, if you look there, it's having, you have in your left hand there is kind of labels. So
Mm-hmm.
in my labels, I create English radio, for example, idioms, uh, night owls. These things I labeled it. So for example, in night owls, I put things like vocabulary, the link that Natasha used, so it's in one place and labeled with night owl. So every time I want to try or to check some kind of things that I learned from Natasha's sessions, night owl. So it looks like a sticky notes here. So I
Okay.
have it. I have the vocabulary, for example, and I have the link for the article, and so on. In idioms, I have an. I want to learn more idioms, so I put. Uh, I'm trying to be everyday idioms, but it's not happened. But if it happens, so it's I put the idioms and the meaning of it under it. So it's like a burns midnight oil to stay
Okay.
up working, especially studying
Okay.
or
So,
that.
for example, let me ask you a question. English idioms. There are many. If you've got one on a web page that you find, how can you use Google Keep to do that? Do you have to cut and paste, or can you do it
Yes.
on the page?
Until now, I
Ah,
cut and paste. But if I want to add this page, the whole page, I put it in keep. So I'm
the link?
How?
keep to
It's
save to
embedded?
keep. There is, if you have the plugin, you have to set up the plugin for it. So if I
Okay.
click
There's a
on the best,
plugin.
You
save
have
to
to
keep.
install the extension first.
So,
Yeah,
what under app downloads? Is that it? App downloads.
What's new in Google? Install
Chrome
the Google
extension.
Keep Chrome extension. Yeah.
Okay.
save to keep and save it. And it might be if you want to add a label, there is a way instead of searching or drop menu to what you have, just just type hashtag and it will give you all labels you have.
Okay. So, I'm just on the Google Keep Chrome extension. Gosh, how many extensions have I got now? I'll have to get rid of another one. Read and what it can read and change all your data on the websites that you visit. What does that mean?
I
It
don't know.
says add Google Keep Chrome extension. It can read and change all your data on the websites that you visit. That's
No
weird.
way.
Yeah, and know your
What's
email address. Well, I'm going
Change.
to add it anyway. Yeah, it says change. It says it can change. Okay, added to Chrome. Google Keep Chrome extension has been added. Use this extension by clicking on this icon. Manage your extensions by yeah, I know that one. Okay, so oh, Mega's back. Is that Mega as in the one who got arrested? Mega upload. He keeps trying, bless him. He keeps trying. You've got to give him. He's also tenacious. Okay, so I've got this added to Chrome. I'll go back to my education. I mean, I don't need the education idioms, of course, but I'll go back to that. So I find. Okay, so oh, Aladin's gone. He's trying to screen share.
I
Bet
see.
he is. Okay, so I'm going to do this the way I think. Welcome back, Aladin.
Yeah, welcome
So
back.
I've got the Google Chrome extension added, and it's like a little light bulb. Yeah, top right. I'm on a page, and I save to keep, and then it says take a note. So what should I
Yes.
use as the note? Hashtag idioms? Oh no, that's it. Title.
Hashtag for because you don't have a labels. Did you try to?
I did set up a label, yes.
Okay, if you write hashtag, it will there is a drop menu for which hashtag. If you, for example,
Not yet.
TGIF. So hashtag TGIF, like you put it, like the name of your label. Okay, TGIF. So it will go
Oh,
directly to this
I've got it.
label.
Add label. Add
Mhm.
label. English idioms. Yeah, got you. Got you. Ah, that's nice. Okay.
And there is
There
a
are two.
color changing. You can change color. You can, for example, you can invite me to have things together. If there is take notes, if we
Oh,
have sharing the lists here, so I will invite you to have. Let me try. Plain hand.
oh,
I
change color.
invite
Yes,
you.
got it. Got it.
Hmm.
Change
I
color.
invite you now. I
Okay.
invited you now. I sending you invitation to have
Ah,
a
are you
text
sure you want to do that?
list
I just got
item.
rats WebGL hit a snag. What does that mean?
Okay.
Snag.
I've got here
Sausage.
rats. Literally, I've got a message
Snag
going
it.
rats. WebGL hit a snag, and then I've got a chance to ignore or reload. I don't know what that means, but you can also add labels by typing hash. Got it. Thank you. Didn't need you to tell me that. I've got Aladin.
Did you receive my invitations
Yeah,
here?
I'm just trying to see
Let's
where I might
listen.
receive it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's hidden though because I'm still in this. Okay, I'll click done, and that's
Mhm.
in English idioms now. Okay, I've got one message. Oh no, that's two people want to join the community to lurk. Okay.
You can share as well
Hello,
your. Okay.
Abdeladi. Hang on, I'm going to say hello to them. Hello, Abdeladi, El Hassan, and Reinaldo Segura. Are you going to lurk? I'm going to approve them because I know Aladin loves it when I just approve everybody. Okay, I'm going to ignore that WebGL thing. I've no idea what it's going on about, but I'm waiting for a message. Where will it come, Aladin? Will it
It's
come in?
supposed to appear in your Google Keep right now.
Oh, in my Google Keep.
Yes, it's a list. It's testing, for example, test list item. And
Notifications. No, that's still people who want to join. Zom, bubbly. Nothing
okay,
from.
try to refresh Google Keep page.
Okay, I'm refreshing. No,
No, nothing.
nothing.
Are you
List
Lynne?
view.
You are
I'm
using
logged in.
Gmail your
Yes,
account
I'm
learning
using my Lynn Hand
Lynne
account.
hand? Okay, that's
I,
right.
I, I don't use Learn English account because it's all weird. Well, no, I don't know what's going on there. Open source license. Oh, that's nice of them. I love open source. So, no, I've not got anything. How would I add you then?
Sharing. There is add people.
I've not can't find sharing either.
Collaborator. In any notes, there is a bunch of
Okay,
icons
my
in
note.
it. Remind me. You can set a reminder for these notes, and you
Okay,
can
yeah.
add people.
Oh, yeah,
Collaborate.
collaborator.
Hmm.
Well, they don't want to use that word in Germany.
Collaborate.
No
No, they don't. Or
collaboration
France. Or France.
of
Yeah, not
friends.
yes. No, not a word you want to use in Europe. Collaborator. And it's like, makes you sound like a Nazi.
Well, for sharing
Okay,
in
bye,
usage.
Lokesh. Bye. Yeah, look forward to speaking to you on webinars as well, Lokesh. Bye bye. Keep going with your English. Now, archive more. What else? Delete, change labels, make a copy. Copy. Oh, you can. It works with Google Docs too. Good. Okay, if I add Aladin Pasha, have you shared with anybody yet as a collaborator, Aladin?
Yes, I'm trying with some colleague, and I have
I've just sent
testing
you one.
with April also in my
Okay.
session, and that's I editing this video. I will upload it soon, as usual. But it's a little bit busy nowadays.
Soon as usual, yes.
Soon is
Love
not
it.
coming early. Sorry, that's because it's yes.
Wait,
I'm
let me
kind of
draw. Drawing is not
okay,
available.
whatever.
No, I haven't got anything. Still haven't got anything. Where should it come? I've sent one to you, so where should it come? Do you? Oh, might be in settings. Hang on.
Okay, did you
No,
send
in
it
Enable
to?
sharing
settings,
is no.
enable
Enable
sharing
sharing is there.
is on
Yeah,
by
yeah,
default.
yeah. Add new items to the bottom. Move ticked items to the bottom. Okay. Cancel that. Have you had anything from me, Aladin?
Okay. Let me see. It's happened on. You will receive the invitation on Gmail.
Oh,
Okay. I'm just sitting in Google Keep waiting for something to pop up because there is a thing that says notifications and all that. So, that's a bit silly of them. They should have it in the little notifications, the bell.
Might be, yes.
So let's have a look. Aladin Pasha shared a note with you. Yes, I've got it. Open in Keep. Oh gosh. Test list items. Test 1, test 2, smiley, and approve people. Which one do you want me to? Pin your important notes to the top.
You now approved for people, so check. It's done.
Okay, I'm going to send you something. Okay. Done.
As I checked, is this important enough? Checked.
Oh, I see. So you tick them off. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can tick them off as well. Now, does that tick them off for you too?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I can annoy you now, can't I? Got it.
So the list is finished. The task is finished.
Excellent.
okay. So that was your to-do list, huh?
Yes,
Shall we add some? Shall we add some? I'm not sure if I can.
I don't have the extension installed. I haven't installed it.
You don't have to.
I don't have to. Okay.
Yeah. I add you. So.
So I'm going to receive the notification in my email address.
Yes.
But you'll probably then have to install the.
I think so. I need to install the Google Keeper.
You're even down as a test list item. Add ZOM. I've just.
I don't like that.
And I can see your little smiley face now there as well.
Oh.
Excellent.
Nothing in my inbox, Aladin. So maybe
you can add reminder. Remind me for these notes, for example.
Yeah, I like that with the little knot tied over the finger.
And you see this big places. It's kind of things that it will remind you if you, for example, if you need to remind yourself about notes for if you go to Berlin, for example. So your Google tracking you.
No, don't.
I'm trying to. Okay, if you go to France, for example, you have to note something. So pick a place here. It's remind you when you are in this place. It will remind you with this.
No way.
Okay, I've just received a notification with all sharing. So good job, guys. You have ticked everything. So completed.
God, do you want us to do anything?
You can go to the playground now.
Well, we could really bully each other with this, couldn't we? Aladin, have you done the playlist yet?
A task for Zoom. For Zoom.
I like it. I hadn't actually seen the point of it before, to be honest, Aladin. I thought it was another just take notes, share, and I can use bookmarks to keep my links, and I can use the same for any idioms, etc. But the list items, I like that idea. A new list. I don't know, why isn't drawing available though? Why can't I do a drawing?
Drawing is available, I think.
I've got drawing is not available for some reason.
No, it's available here.
Add drawing. You can add it.
Yes, I can draw with my hand here.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe are you on PCs or
tablet? Yeah, on PCs. If you click on the hamburger icon, the three dots on one top of the other, you will have add drawing.
Nope.
You don't have the option?
No, I have something that says drawing is not available.
No,
Okay,
I got
because
drawing now on.
And I think it's the WebGL. I keep getting this Rats WebGL hit a snag, and I think it might be something to
might
do
be
with
that,
my
yeah,
security
interfering.
settings. Yeah, I'll see if I can fix that because I like the idea of sharing drawings very much. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Aladin. That's really good. Like it. I will use that. Now it's on there. I'll just have to get rid of something, probably full page screen capture. I don't mind you know I like that one.
Now we have two drawing, one from Zom, one from me,
Yeah.
and the notes, and the same notes we're sharing it.
Oh, they're
Right.
playing without me. I can't
Well,
play.
I don't know why you can't draw. It's
No. Maybe it knows my
we'll play,
artistic
we'll play,
ability.
we'll play
I
again.
have been judged. No, you're not allowed to draw. You're rubbish. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness the web doesn't work like that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Okay, so I can delete your drawing, Aladin, and I can
Yeah.
delete mine, and I can delete yours as well. That's not
Delete.
nice.
Delete.
Delete.
That's right. I would say it's a bit like sharing anything. Make sure you're sharing with. Somebody was asking me about sharing files using Dropbox. Well, they were asking a community I'm in about it, and it's absolutely fine. But do not share folders with Dropbox unless you really trust people. Because once you share a folder, you give them access to change
your
anything
computer.
within that folder. No, just within the folder.
Within that folder. So you are in
But
the
if you've
cloud
got-
anyway.
yeah,
No link
Yeah,
with
it's
your.
on the cloud, but they can really mess up your files. If you share a
Okay.
file, I don't think they can. I think they can only download it. But if you share a folder, it gives them access, like editing access to all the files within the folder.
Within the folder. All right.
Naughty. I hope they give a big
Because
warning when they do
when you
that.
share a folder, you don't have the option in reading only. It's
Obviously,
editing.
it's read,
Okay.
write, edit.
By default,
everything.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. R.
Okay. So it
Good
looks
to
like Lynne is going to experiment a little bit more with Google Keep.
I am, definitely. And if I can get this ready.
Well, the drawing is
Going.
interesting because if you can add it in the beginner session or other session, you can have some drawing, make them draw.
Yeah,
Fair.
and photos also. I insert now photos for winter fall logo. Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's coming. The
And
next
and remind you, it's if you use big place, it's good. For example, he mark it as me. He know where I live now. It's home or work, and he know the work is.
No, that's too
Alhambra.
stalkery. I'm not going to put where I'm at home. I'm always at home. When I'm at work, I'm at home. So. But no, I'm not going to stop. That's like Facebook.
I
when
mean, big
log into
place. It's kind of remind you if I am go inside the place now. I am at work, so it's remind me
that you're at work.
immediately. No need yet. No. About the nodes that I want to use it at work. For example, if I want to go.
Google to know where I am. That's like
it's good.
Wow.
He's no anyway. He's no anyway.
Well, that's true. Google knows
so
everything.
don't care about this privacy.
So
thing.
I can
It's
even
great.
alter someone else's drawings because Aladin, I've just changed your drawing.
I can't see the
I
drawing.
see it.
So you can
I
meddle
can
in
add. We
someone
can
else.
drawing together. Yes.
Yes, we can draw together. So everybody can be on the same drawing paper. That's cool. This is cool.
Define everyone. Am I not an
Everyone, you're
everyone?
sharing it.
No.
So I will message you.
What? Why? I've got this thing that says WebGL, and I think that must be the problem.
And you can download the drawing. You can download it as well.
No, you can't. Not if you can't see it. Don't say you can. You can. I can't.
Well, when you can draw, you can download it as well.
Rats. I think rats is right. So
But the drawing is good. Did you see what I did with your?
No, I didn't.
No.
Frustration, Aladin. There is some frustration here. No, I can't see what you have. Oh, yes. You have painted a face and a smile. Oh, now I've got hair. Excellent. Very good, Aladin. That's cool. and it's pretty easy to draw as well. It's not so complicated.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got a video here. Rats. So if anybody else is having the same frustration as me, trying to see these things, there is a video here that seems to say how to fix the snag, and it's a Chrome browser snag. So I'll play with that later. It's obviously something when you get a message like that, it's so worth Googling it, because if you're getting a message, there's 6 million other people who got that message on the planet. Somebody has figured out what it is and how to fix it. So always do that. I'll give it a go and see if I can join your drawing. So watch, don't delete the drawing. Don't delete
Yes.
the
No,
drawing.
they are there.
Make sure you've added me as well. Added me as a. I mean,
it's on the share note, so you
Okay,
are
good,
already
good.
on it.
Excellent.
With the list items.
That's what I was going to say to Aladin. So when you share an item, you have to share each item. It's not sharing everything you put into notes.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
It's
So just in
each
case
item.
I write something about Zom, I don't want it to be.
You are dead anyway already, so.
Oh, don't say that. Sunday's not here yet. On Sunday, it will all become clear. And I gave a big hint to April today, but you need to do a bit of searching to see why it was a big hint. Okay.
Well, thank you very much,
About
but the
giving up.
weekend is going to be lovely, so I'm not going to be stuck to the radio. No way. I love the game, but up to a limit.
That's quite correct. No, I think that's very healthy of you. It is actually going to be lovely this weekend. The forecast says anyway, 20 degrees plus. At
It's
last, I can get out of this bloody hoodie I'm wearing. It's fleece.
Yeah, and today in Paris, this weekend in Paris, along the Seine, the bank of the Seine River, they have prepared a few animation for people just to relax. So there will be
Animation?
You're
going to be a cartoon?
activities
Thank you.
for people to enjoy themselves, to relax, to sit on chairs, have a drink, do sports or whatever, play pétanque. So the radio. Yeah, so plenty of pétanque out there at the moment, and over the weekend there will be plenty of games. Everybody will be able to join. So the radio, if I haven't figured it out, I'm sorry, but Saturday and Sunday, it will be not on my mind.
Well, as I said, if nobody's won it by Sunday, okay, if nobody's given me a correct answer by Sunday, on Monday I'll do a special half-hour list that will be so obvious.
You don't want to stop it, honestly. I'm listening to the
to
radio
win it.
only
It's
to
going
the
to be
GTT
the last-
plays.
Okay, let's just quickly wind up the session then, because I'm sure Aladin's got things he wants to do with the future of English radio. We are coming up to our limit, okay, on time. We haven't hit, we're closer than we were. We're halfway there, 60 odd hours a day on average listening time. But of course, we need to double that at least. So we're above the 50 we were the month before, but not enough. Now, the issue is I'm not going to do the games because the games just, I mean, they're fun, but they take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Effort. They do.
I can imagine.
And stress when I'm getting told off by everybody. Don't understand it. Or I make mistakes and I'm playing the wrong bloody fight. Or the thing won't
This
work.
is mine. You have to put the manual for it.
Yeah. Well, no, it is. Yeah, it is a bit like writing a manual every time I do one. So, what I've decided to do is I love sharing the music, and as you know, it's not really part of Learn English Network. It isn't, and it's more a playground for the students. And I don't want to lose the news roundup momentum either. And I think it's nice for people to be on the radio. You know, their stuff is playing on the radio, and so I don't want to get rid of that. And Radionomy really is, unless we went purely to voice, unless we absolutely went, okay, voice only, news roundup, blah, 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 different spotlight sessions, etc.
Yeah.
Then we could stream whatever we wanted on whatever platform we could do it on, Winamp, whatever. But, you know, come on. It's more fun to have music, isn't it?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I mentioned that to Zom. She went, no, we can't listen to music. So let's keep the music. Please don't stop the music. Anyway, so we'll keep the music and we'll keep Radionomy as the platform because nobody else is offering this out there. So I'm going to keep my music, keep Radionomy, different
More talking.
radionomy thing again. A bit more talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
We can discuss with people if someone want to record another things like
Yeah,
news
well,
roundup. It's good.
exactly. And Amatsu started to record poetry for us.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Cool. And Bubbly's writing poetry for us. And of course, we've still got the sessions that we run that we can now we're streaming to YouTube.
Everywhere.
Yep,
Okay.
everywhere. Only YouTube. We're not that bad, Aladin.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
love YouTube.
planning to take over the internet. Not yet, anyway. Okay. The streaming stuff, we can also sort of like do little maximum 15 minutes, of course. But just make sure there's a little bit of more talking each day.
Okay.
But keeping the music, keeping the playlists.
So talking.
No.
It will be directed to learners that to challenge their listening skills or something easy. I mean, for example, the news roundup recorded by Amatsu, we have got a slow motion and the regular speed. It will be the same on English radio. You will have some stuff in slow motion and some stuff in a more natural pace.
Yeah,
Or-
well, as you might have noticed, on a Monday, we're going to have the very slow, very clearly.
Yeah, it's very slow.
Spotlight Radio. They have given me permission, so let's be nice. They've given me permission to broadcast their stuff. So what I'm going to try to do is, keeping in with the theme of English radio, is take one of their recordings. Okay, I fluffed it this week, but I didn't quite understand how podcasts work. Aladin's the expert on those, and I managed to delete his podcast as well. Sorry, Aladin.
I understand the blooper now.
Yeah, my blooper. Anyway, so there's lots of bloopers you don't hear about, Zom, honestly. So anyway, I'm very good at pressing the wrong button. Anyhow, so what we're going to do is on Monday, I'm going to find one of their recordings that fits in with the playlist, fits in with the musical playlist, and that will play at 8, and then the next one and the next one split out over the day. So I'm not going to get rid of Space, of course. That's the first playlist I'm going to try and rescue is Space.
Okay.
So that will do on a Monday. And then on the other days, I thought we'd do maybe some comedy. I've been putting together some of the recordings of jokes that other people have done from the network, and do a little 15, again, just very short, nothing too long, 15 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
would you like then, because at the moment the listener who get involved with the radio at least participate in the chat room in the discussion. Our listener have got kind of can listen to the music and listen to normal pace English. So do you want us to attract some people who they need to get to know that there are some podcasts that are more slow motion, so more.
Well, this is something that Aladin can get involved with. Aladin, in Radionomy, when you're setting something up, you can share it to Twitter or Facebook, and it will go directly to the LEN Twitter account or the LEN Facebook.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
This would be great,
So-
just for letting people know what kind of difficulty it's going to be for them to listen to.
I've been playing with it. Now, it's like any kind of technology, and me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so for example, at the moment we're streaming Spotlight on streaming via YouTube. It's on our network LEN Twitter account. Okay. Now when I look at, and I did set up it to stream, I cannot see that it's actually come across into the Twitter account. So there's something not quite working on that idea from Radionomy. And again, this is one of the frustrations of Radionomy. The geo-blocking has basically made it pretty impossible for us to hit our target. We're very niche. Now, to me, they should lower the target because of the geo-blocking, but they're not listening to me. Nobody ever does.
Well, even us so.
I'm used to it. So there's a bit of a problem, a bit of an issue. But yeah, the possibility is there to do that. We've just got to get it to work somehow. Okay. And on the Radionomy, on the the radio side, English Radio Facebook. So it won't share to the Learn English Network because, of course, we've got the Facebook page on for the radio. And that one, again, doesn't seem to work. We're getting the Anything But the Beatles things that I set up. And for some reason, Nora Jones crops up every so often. I don't know why. But the one for the podcast just didn't seem to work at all. I don't know why. But if that's something we could get to work, Aladin, that would kind of address Zom's, how can we let people know what's happening? Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
it's anyway. It's just learning as we are doing with the radio, and I'm just asking question in the open. I'm not expecting answers necessarily or where to go. Just out of curiosity,
no, it's
if
good.
there is a way.
This is how it works. This is how the network works. Getting other people to say.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, the radio will continue. It will obviously be on the same website, englishradio.be, but of course the actual station name will change.
So it means at some point it's going to stop. It's going to go silent, and there will be a little bit of a transition before it switched to the new version.
On the website, it should be pretty instantaneous. On your apps,
don't. You copy paste of all your stuff from one station to the other because it's going to be a different station, right? You can do it pretty much instantly. No kidding.
Not instantly, no, but I can make sure that it's ready. And then when English
okay. So you prepare on the new station before it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Not going to work as planned.
We have to time it very carefully because as soon as you program something, the clock starts ticking. Okay, and they start counting down. So it's no good planning it too far in advance. So and if it all goes completely messed up, we'll just start from scratch. That can happen. I mean,
that's going to be a lot of work for you guys uploading again everything on the radio.
Especially now they do the uploads now. Oh my goodness, it takes.
It's Lynne. Lynne uploading stuff.
I do.
It's where a clone would be handy, or some artificial
this is my music collection. So, my Aladin unfortunately does not have access to my music collection.
I won't, but you won't let me.
I'm not sure how that would work.
Aladin wants everything.
I don't think I want to invite the world. I'd really get into trouble with Sony if I did that. Invite the world into my music collection. My goodness, I think they'd slew me within 2 seconds. I mean, this is why I like Radionomy, because it does allow us to share our music. And it's weird, Radionomy. They want amateur radio operators, but after 9 months, they treat you as if you're some kind of professional. They even sent me an email telling me how to promote my radio station. I felt like writing back to them.
It's like Spreaker. But Spreaker does the same as well. After some time, if you use Spreaker...
Yeah, but they don't kill you.
That's true. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, they kill you in Radionomy. They kind of send you a mail saying, you can do this, you can spend all this money advertising. I'm like, guys, this is meant to be fun and amateur. It's not meant I don't want to be a radio professional. No, I would have done a different computer course if I wanted to do that. But anyhow, it's a good piece of software. I love it. I love the fact that it enables us to do this. It could be kinder. That's the only thing.
And so the first deadline will be after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, like
that's the kind. Yeah, same thing. Same old.
Okay. So the start is going to be tougher. All right.
I think so, especially not having the game to promote it. But I've got to weigh up the benefit and the downside. And the downside is the time. It really is.
Yeah. But thank you for keeping doing, because I think the radio resource is Radionomy stuff, and all the work it asks is a lot. It's time consuming. So guys, thanks.
Yeah, but I think Aladin enjoys it. I enjoy it, but the game's got stressy.
I want to be more talking on it.
You want more talking?
I'm wondering if there is a live broadcasting there.
Yes, there is.
There is?
Yeah.
So we can broadcasting.
Oh,
where is
it? Blah blah blah. You want a blah 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 radio?
Yeah. I want a blah 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 radio. I love blah 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 radio. Sometimes I miss it. I miss blah 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 radio. English radio.
Maybe
So
that
I
should
go
be the
to
name.
BBC Radio 1 to hear some kind of blah blah
Blah
blah.
blah.
There
Oh
is
boy.
people there. It's it's not only music. You
Well,
have
but we've
to
got
find
blah blah all around us all the time, 24/7. So it's good to have a resource with
But
no blah
Aladin
blah
likes
at
his blah
all.
blah.
But anyway, we'll see.
We'll see. But yes, I believe
Where
you
is that
can't
live
blah
things?
blah and music though. Can't do blah blah and music. You have to
Where
just
is
do
it
live
live
blah.
You can't satisfy
broadcasting,
everybody. So.
Lynne?
I think
Is
we'll
there
do that in another session, Aladin, because I'm running
Okay.
out of time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's midday
Always.
here almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll stop there. And
Okay.
just to say about the games, there will still be a game, but it's going to be a game everybody who's active on the forum can take part in. And it will go like this. Every month from July, I will do, like we do at the moment, the draw, flipping a coin, or in this
Yep.
case, it's going to be choosing a number between 1 and 26. Okay?
Mhm.
And that, whatever comes up, will be that letter of the alphabet, be it A to Z. And whatever letter of the alphabet comes up, I will go into the forum.
Yeah.
I will search people with those names, okay, in the forum. You can do that. And the top 10 people that crop up, because that's from last time visited, the top 10 people who crop up will then do another draw, 1 to 10, and whoever comes up there will win a session. Okay?
That's not good because people
Very
will try to
random.
get a K for name, and I want to change my name. It's going to start with a K or Z.
Well, you're
there are not so
Zom.
many-
Come on, you're going to win so much.
Oh my
Yeah, but
god.
it's still random.
Top
1
10?
to
Oh,
26. Aladin,
active.
you're stuck.
I didn't understand. Sometimes when you're trying to explain your games, that I feel like I'm not a gamer.
Your brain goes into meltdown.
that.
Just think about it. It's a draw, A to Z.
Okay.
And if your name, if it comes up 1,
Mhm.
okay, then I go into the forum and I search under A. That's it. I just click A, search under users. A list of
Okay.
users comes up. I click on last visited, and the
Mhm.
top 10, or maybe if it's only Z's, all of them, come up. And then it's another draw by Google, 1 to 10.
So there is
Okay.
nothing.
Mm,
to work
okay,
out.
okay. It's
Not
about
really.
Very random.
how
Very
to
random.
pick one.
It's
Okay,
totally
that's
random.
good.
It's
You
a
have to
lottery.
agree.
Not only random, yes.
No,
Go
it
call
is.
it a lottery. It's a draw.
It is pure random. It's like a lottery. It's like playing lottery, Aladin, because you
Yeah.
you decide to
Okay.
select a number, and if you got lucky and your number is out,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so you are going to get into another draw. That's all.
Yeah, but it'll only be
No.
every month. Okay, it'll be once a month.
It's Get a Sim
the
or
person-
it's which one? Which games?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
You want a live streaming on the presentation where in the little bowl, in the little container, you've got a lot of numbers and you get the letter that gets out and immediately
Okay,
you've got on display so 10 people starting with this
This is
letter.
meant to be less stressful. Okay, stop. This is meant to be less stressful. No, what will happen is that person,
My wish is it's if you want to set up
whoever-
anything, try to explain it.
whoever wins will get a message from me with the link to book a lesson, and they'll have a week to do it in. Okay, I'm going to be very strict on that because I don't want 156 lessons outstanding.
You have to claim your prize within
You have
the
to
week.
claim the prize within the week, okay? Or within
Okay.
2 weeks, maybe. And it's only going to be done once a month, okay?
Yeah,
So
okay.
once a month,
How are
somebody
you
will be able to win a one-to-one session. And if people don't want it, it's fine, but you can't give it away. Okay, no swaps it. You can't swap me. No. Or sell it. You can't sell it.
No, so you use it or you give
use it or you lose it. That's
All
it.
right.
Okay? But
Okay,
it should be
no
fun.
problem.
And I think it's nice for people who can't, like Monique can't join English radio. It's blocked. It's geo-blocked. And but she loves the sessions with me one-on-one. Don't know why, but she does. So it's a way of
Why?
including people. I know. Can't get it, but yeah, if you've got a name beginning with Z, then you might be in a better chance. And if you've got a name beginning with 1, well, you shouldn't have a name beginning with 1, okay? You're stuffed.
Okay. Okay.
I might do something along the lines of just
I've
check
got
the numbers as well, but
I've
I
got a
might not.
question. I've got a question regarding the next version of the radio. Are you going to keep some of the playlists, like the
Yes.
Anything But? Because Anything But the Beatles is
Yes.
something a little bit aside. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yeah.
Yes. The reason for keeping Anything But the Beatles is you get to listen to music you wouldn't hear on radio otherwise.
Yes, it's the reason why it's interesting, and
Some
you
of
need to listen to it more and more and more sometimes to get because some are just the music, and music is very interesting and rich sometimes, but on other ones it's about the text inside. It's very complicated. I don't understand everything, to be honest. And
Well, don't forget, you can always ask. I mean, I'm quite
no, I know,
popular
but
lists.
it's also something that I enjoy to work out myself, because there is
yeah,
a lot of
that's
cultural
good because
things
you're
on the
engaging
side.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I need time for that. I like to have
Anything
the
but can
songs.
be very, very, very.
It's puzzling anyway.
Yeah,
So.
but it is because it's not aimed at learners as such. It's aimed at musicians, at people who love music. That's why we want to keep Anything But the Beatles. Anything but,
Okay, good.
as hubby likes to call it. Oh, which reminds me, just one little thing, Aladin. My husband is a purist. Okay, now I know that we say irk the purists. However, could we move News Roundup? Could we move News Roundup so that it doesn't interrupt Anything But the Beatles?
Oh yeah,
It
because it's
interrupts
always in the middle.
dead matter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was
What I
listening
have
to
to,
it.
what I
Like,
have to do.
what's this? What's this? No,
Yes.
can't do that.
No, and it's disturbing. I totally agree with that. No news roundup. 2 hours, anything but, with no news roundup in the middle, please, Aladin.
Yeah. Is that okay, Aladin?
Okay, I will
So it
try.
goes
I will.
into dead
I will
matter.
see what I'm going to do, because
Okay.
there is a. If you
Before,
notice
after,
that
but not.
now it's only folders. It's news roundup, so it's I don't have to create on the day templates every time.
Remember, we're going back down to the 1,000 limit, so that might become an issue again.
Yeah. No, I remove the old one and I put the new one. So it's to give me
It
this.
might not upload. It might not upload. We're going to go from 3,000 down to 1,000 again. Remember how it was last time?
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yeah.
So I'm afraid that might
for
go by the
news
by.
roundup, okay. I will
So if it goes
try
in
to remove them from news roundup,
Yeah.
but it will be. Okay, let me try.
Okay. And the only reason I delete the old ones is again the limit, the number limit on the music. It's going to be a pain for another 3 months.
It's only we have only keep the currently broadcasting things from news roundup. It's not an issue.
Good. Excellent. Okay, well then, thanks ever so much for coming and for your ideas and your questions. And it was nice speaking to you, Lokesh. I hope you can get the last bit. I'll send you the link to the last bit of the recording as you were here. And next month, what should we look at for May? Maybe another update on Google, see how we're getting on with this this account, if we can get one. Any other ideas? Anything else you'd like us to shine the spotlight on the network?
It's a month. We can.
It's a month. We can.
Okay, I will share with you a key link. So if I got an idea about something, so I will leave a note.
Yeah, why not?
We
That's
can
a good
remind
idea.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Let's do it.
Hey, let's do it next
Get
time.
involved with
too.
Google Keep. Yeah.
You know,
But thank you for taking us through Google Keep. That's cool.
I've got an idea. Because it's the GTT explained. I mean, we could do something about English radio, but just either the GTT explain for all the people, even if they haven't played it, or the Riddle
But
Miri
GTT
game.
is going, so.
But never mind, or the Riddle Miri game as well.
But it's going.
Yes, but you've got a web page about that.
True. Yes, that's true. I will add new ones
and
in.
Even if it's going, I think it gives some insight of what we were doing on English radio as well. And some of us, all of us participating in the GTT game, we were a bit lost with the GTT playlist based on title, on the lyrics or not or whatsoever. So it could be just interesting just to, even if it's not going to exist any longer, to
Okay. Yeah, we can cover
I don't
that.
know. I'm interested in that anyways.
Okay. No,
sense,
absolutely. So we can do just a catch up next month on Google situation and on the radio
yes,
and playlist situation.
radio games, what we have played, and the feedback from us about the games, how we felt like playing them.
I'm not sure about that.
We got 3 kinds of game: the GTT, the Riddle Mary, and the Hidden Sentence, which was a nightmare. And,
tell me about it.
And I know it's done. This game will not be there in the future, but just to wrap it up.
That said, not be there in the future. If we ever did regularly hit our limit on English radio, if we actually got to keep English radio going, if we got enough listeners, then I would think about bringing them back. But at the moment, because it's not really bringing
I agree.
new members in, then I'm just not willing to put the hours in. It's just me being completely selfish. But yeah, if we were to get the number of listeners up, then of course I'd start doing guest and theme again, definitely. And if not, Riddle Me Ree. I don't think I'd ever do Hidden Sentence again, though. Oh my God.
No, not this one. No, definitely not.
I was just, I mean, maybe the hidden word. The hidden word was okay, but the hidden sentence, because Radionomy wouldn't play the intro or the outro, that was just.
No.
But it got people talking. That was good. People were communicating, usually to say, what the hell's going on?
But we want to play.
And we learned outro and extro and, intro and...
An outro. Out, dummy, out.
Okay, well, have a lovely weekend, Tom, if you're going to head out to the scene. And Aladin, thanks ever so much for everything you do. And thanks for showing me around Google Keep. And I'll have fun playing with that once I can get the drawing working. Next week, I'll be back. There should be TGIF this afternoon, of course. We can't ignore TGIF. And I'm just checking the calendar because Marion will be online as well, except I haven't got that calendar open. So, we're for Just a Fad. So there's no Kitely session this afternoon. Marion's invaded the Kitely session time, but Just a Fad will be running at 3:00 my time, and then TGIF after that in Webinar Jam. I'm going to go and clean my cache out and see what happened today, if we can actually do some screen sharing in TGIF later. Okay, thanks a lot and take care. Yeah, bye. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.